Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. And we are back again with a new episode today. I'm sorry, I just finished a run and the body is very in a state of a shock. But I thought I would continue. Today I would like to talk about or open about the direction of a very important topic. And this topic is part of our everyday living as usual. And we would start it today and then take it forward and eventually connect it to thought, which we always do. So the topic today would be about relationships. And it's a very crucial thing in our lives. And we are all quite affected by this. We try to make different kinds of relationships, and that's why I thought today we should start something on this and then take it forward to more depth in the coming episodes. So how should we start it is maybe the usual method how we always start it, and that is to define the word itself, so that we are not speaking a language of uncertainty. So the word relationship comes from the word to relate, when two things are related to each other. And the word relate comes from the word to be in contact. So, when two things are in contact, they are related to each other. And when they are related to each other, we say that they are in a relationship. Okay? So, when we use the word relationship, we are meaning here is to be in a contact. That when two things are in a contact, it means they are related. Just two physical things, maybe. So, in our relationships, that's how we would look at it. That when you say you are in a relationship with someone, you are meaning you are connected to that person. You are in contact with that person, physically as well as psychologically. Okay? Because physical contact is not always, so we will not say that we are in a relationship with someone physically the whole day, the whole time. The physical relation has a limit, and but when we are not physically related, we still continue to be related as psychologically, and that's what the major relationship is. So we are saying that we are in relationship with someone by which we are inherently meaning we are in contact with someone, and most probably we are not saying it physically but psychologically. So we are psychologically in contact with someone, and that is when we are related to someone. Okay? So we would like to start questioning this very notion, actually, that are we actually in contact psychologically, or we assume it that we are in a contact psychologically. We have a idea, we have a concept that yes, when I say I am related to you, after that point we would assume that we are psychologically connected to each other. Or is it an actuality? Or is it a fact that we are indeed psychologically in contact with each other? So these could be two totally different scenarios. Scenario one, when I say I am in relationship with this person, but the relationship is purely physical, and an idea that I have a psychological connection. Okay. Now, the reason I say it as an idea is because we really do not know if it is a fact. So until we do not have evidence for it, until we don't have a confirmation for it, which we always demand in our channel, that we always want a confirmation that yes, we always stress to test everything. So if we don't have that, if we don't have that confirmation, if we don't have that evidence, then we call that kind of a claim as an idea. That if I claim I'm psychologically related to you, but I do not have any evidence for it, then I'm assuming it. And an assumption is an idea, for example. So, is it a fact that when I say I am related to someone, then am I actually psychologically related to this person? Okay. Now, what we really mean by that sentence when we say I am related to this person, we will go in the depth of it maybe in the next video, not today. But today I would just like to expose the fallacy of the statement that we are in relationship with the person who we are claiming. So if it is a fact, okay, to know the truth of our statement, whether when we say I'm related to this person, whether it's an idea or a fact, to know it, which one is it, we can start with the classical argument example, the classical argumentation process of assuming that one of either is true. Okay? And if somewhere we find something which disproves it, then the argument falls apart. Okay? So I assume now that yes, the statement is true, that we are psychologically related to each other. Okay? So we actually do not know, we are just trying to test which one is it. But to begin the test, to have the test run, so as to say, I assume that yes, the statement is true, that we are actually psychologically connected, related. So what would be the impact if you are psychologically connected to someone? Okay? Do we even know what it means to be psychologically connected, and what would be the outcome of such a connection? Because for me, it must be a change that I was not in relationship with someone, and then after a moment I say, yes, now I'm in relationship with this person. So did something actually change inside of me? Because before I was not in contact psychologically with this person. When I say I'm not related to this person, and then there comes a moment when I say no, but I am related to this person. So at this moment, do I actually develop a contact, a relationship psychologically with the person with whom I'm claiming to have a relationship? Okay? Now, what would happen if I psychologically get related to someone? That is the real question. That what happens when you make a relationship with someone psychologically? Now, how do we answer that? The only thing we have is the only thing we have to observe this problem in front of us is the word relationship. Indirectly, we are asking what happens when I come psychologically in contact with someone else. Psychologically means mentally. What happens when my mind touches someone else's mind? Okay? That's what we mean by a psychological relationship. I wonder if you even know, when you say I'm related to that person, do you even know the kind of statement you're making? The gravity of that statement is immense when we make this claim. So we make the claim that yes, I'm psychologically in contact with someone else. What does that actually mean, to be in psychologically contact with someone else? Do you actually feel that contact? I don't know. You have to answer it for yourself. But for the sake of investigation, I can take it in the direction of how our physical world guides us. The physical world clearly shows us what happens when two objects come in contact. Okay? When there is a relationship between two objects, between two things. When two things come in contact, when two things come in a relationship, what happens physically, we quite nicely know. And we have quite good evidence. So maybe we start from there and try to apply the similar things on the mind and see if things translate somewhat or not. So when two objects come in contact, come in relationship, they start to share at the point of contact same properties. Okay? So if you take something colder, you take something warm, you join them, then they eventually transfer energy and they come in a state of equilibrium where the layer on which they are touching, the temperature is the same. So this is called a thermal equilibrium. Okay? So that's what happens when two objects come in contact. That's one example of what happens. Thermal equilibrium. Okay? The forces and everything. So these two objects start to come in the same state. So, to say it in a different language. And another thing that happens is when I make something on this one, the other one also gets affected. Okay? When you do something on the first one, the second one also is affected by it. These are two basic examples which you can check, confirm in the physical world when two objects actually come in contact. Okay? So how do we take it to the to the mind? If the mind of a person comes in contact with the mind of another person, if there is a psychological contact, if there is a relationship psychologically, then does or do the two minds come in the same state? As when two objects come in contact, they come in the same state where they are in contact. Does your mind come in the same state as the mind of the other person? At least at the point of contact. Not all of it, but at least some of it, where it is in connection with the other person. Does that happen? And when one is put under some kind of force, some kind of a stress or something, then the other is also affected by it. Do you also feel that? Now, some people might say that yes, this part we can feel because we can see that when one person is hurt, the other one also feels hurt, or the other one also feels uncomfortable by it. So, and when the one feels happy, then the other also feels happy about the other person. Okay. Now, even this can be questioned, even this can be put under investigation, whether it actually happens in the same extent. You can feel sad that your partner is hurt, but I do not think you feel the same hurt as the partner is feeling. Okay? So, in a way, because we do not feel what the other person feels, we do not share a common sense of contact psychologically. I do not think when we use the word I'm in a relationship psychologically, then we actually do not mean it factually. We mean it as a very romantic idea that we have developed over years, that humans have developed over years. So humans love to say this, that yes, I'm in relationship with this person, but it's not based off a fact that this person does not feel that this person's mind is in contact with that person's mind. Okay, so that brings the question that is psychological relationship even possible? If our investigation till now has some sense, has some evidence, which I feel we do have, that we do have physical relationships, we can touch each other, we can come in contact as the word is defined. But psychologically, I do not think we ever come in contact with each other. We come in contact with each other via communication. When we talk with each other, we sense each other's differences, we sense each other's commonality as well. So that is, you can say, one way of getting a connection between you and the other person. But there is not an actual mental connection. Okay? I think the right thing to suggest here is that when we say that I'm in relationship with this person, then maybe we are suggesting that I'm open to be in contact with this person via communication. That I'm open that now I would live this with this person, and then I would be in contact with this person via communication, via touch, this and that. And then this person will communicate with me and I will communicate with that person. And that communication itself creates a kind of contact, a relationship. So the minds actually do not come in contact. The bodies come in contact. The minds assume there's a contact, and that assumption is based on the fact of, we can say, communication. That because we are able to communicate with each other, that communication itself creates a sense of connection. Okay, so that is what I feel the sense of relationship that we feel. I feel related because I come in contact with a person via communication or via physical contact every day, and I am ready to take the happiness and pain, which, or whatever, the drama that comes with it, the relationship. I'm happy to take it. And I'm also unclear about if I actually come in mental contact with the person ever or not, because there's never a state of equilibrium between the two people. There's always some kind of there's always either a compromise or a struggle, these two. the intensity of the struggle and compromise might change. Sometimes it's an easy struggle, sometimes it's a big struggle, sometimes it's an easy compromise, sometimes it's a big compromise. But I think there is never ever this actual contact of the two minds. I think it is not there. And that is just a trick that the human mind has invented, that yes, I'm psychologically in contact with this person, I'm in relationship with this person. So we choose to physically, relate with each other, physically live together, but it never reaches to that point of emotional connection. I think so. Or at least it appears so in our investigation at the moment. So what is the whole basis of the relationship? I think that we would cover in the next video. And in this video, it's already 20 minutes and I don't want to make really long videos. So maybe we can start the questioning with the same questions: that what is the basis of our relationship? What is the meaning when we use the phrase I'm related to this person, to that person? And how can we actually understand our relationship and check the facts about it, check its actuality, what it is actually to be in contact with someone. So maybe I would try to post the next video a little quicker, so we have a continuity with this video, and let's see how it goes in the next video as well. So I hope you are having a good weekend, and winter is coming, so prepare nicely for the winter, and let's meet again. Thank you.